Okay, y'all, well, we just got back from Austin, Texas. We took a little road trip, took Mickey with us, and it was super fun. And we went to see some of Mike's old friends from Austin, and they are longtime restaurateurs, had many successful restaurants, and so they shared some of those recipes with us. So we're gonna share some of those with you, and tonight it's the meatloaf stuffed bell peppers. So stay tuned, I'm gonna get started.
And before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and put on that post notification bell so you know when we upload another awesome video.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is tell you about our ingredients. I'm going to make a meatloaf, sort of, but I'm gonna mix that up, stuff it in these beautiful red bell peppers. Look at these things, they're gorgeous. And then I have my mix-ins when you're making a meatloaf. I have an onion, 1 sweet onion, 2 eggs, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, some Parmesan cheese, minced garlic, and 2 tablespoons of Creole mustard. And this is what it looks like. Creole mustard. It's just a stone ground mustard. And I can smell that garlic right there in front of my face. So first thing I'm gonna do is get out my ground meat. I got 2 pounds of ground beef, lean ground beef. I'll mix in my mix-ins first. I like to do that in one bowl and then mix it into the meatloaf. So the first thing I do when I'm making just even a regular meatloaf is I mix up all the things that I'm going to mix into that meatloaf. And it helps it bind it together and give it lots of flavor. And one thing I do is put in some minced onion. Instead of the chunky onions, I like to mince it in the little food processor here. So I'm gonna get that done, and I'm gonna come back and combine this all up for you. So I've got my onions quartered here in the little food processor, and I'm just gonna chop until they're finely minced. Well, that didn't take but a minute. Kind of looks like applesauce, but it sure don't taste like applesauce. So I'm just gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna start putting in all the other ingredients that are gonna help bind that ground beef together. So I've got my breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, everybody loves that. I've got 3 pods of minced garlic. It's almost like a tablespoon by the time I was done. And then I have the 2 tablespoons of Creole mustard. And I need to crack my eggs. So I've got 2 eggs. There we go. Let me get this cleared, kind of mixed up here. And I'm gonna put those eggs right in the middle. Make a little well. So I'm gonna mix this all up real good, and then we'll move on to the next step. So right here, I have 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef. Very lean. Okay, so we're gonna take this meat, I'm gonna salt and pepper it and put some Tonys on it. And get to mixing. So I've got some salt here. Oh, I almost forgot my Worcestershire. Get some salt. Black pepper. And I'm gonna put some Worcestershire in here. I forgot. All right, so you can see I got this all mixed up. It looks like a mush. All right, I got to glove up because this is a mess. Here we go. You got to get your hands up in here. So I'm going to put all of our mix-ins in here and just start mixing it up as best I can without over manipulating this beef. So I'll get this done come back and show you the rest. All right, y'all, so I washed and I've paper towel dried our red bell peppers. I have 6 of them. You can use green, yellow, orange, whatever you like. We like to get the colorful ones. So all I'm doing is taking off the top right there, and then I take my fingers to get this out, and I just kind of put them in the holes. It's almost like a bowling ball. There's little holes for your fingers. Just twist it and it comes out clean. And I just do like that, and all the seeds come out. See? Now I'll take these tops and cut them up later and put them in the freezer so we can use them for something else. Don't want to waste them. That's a lot of good bell pepper right there. And bell peppers are expensive. Can't be wasting them. So let me get rid of this and we'll get started. Okay, y'all. So I got my meat mixture, got my bell peppers. This is really easy. Mike put some oil down in the bottom of the deep cast iron skillet, covered the bottom really good, and he wiped it around for me. So we're gonna take our bell peppers, and I got my scoop. We'll see if this will help us. I got my big scoop, and I'm gonna put a couple of these scoopfuls in here and fill it up. Yeah, that works. And I actually may have a lot left over, so I'll put the rest in my my meatloaf pan, if that's the case. So look at there. How's that, Mike? All right, now they're just gonna put them in here. Ooh, Mike's getting hungry up in here watching me do this. Y'all let us know if you've ever made stuffed bell peppers, just making it like this as a meatloaf, or if you do it with the rice. Let us know in the comments. We'd like to hear your take on stuffed peppers. Okay, y'all, I did have some meat left over, and we got these new cute little cast iron. They're 5.5 inches each. So I'm gonna make some little tiny meatloaves with the meatloaf mix I have left over. So I put some oil down in these just like we did the bigger one. And I'm gonna fill these up with what's left over, and we'll have some cute little meatloaves.
Did you know Cajun Cooking TV has a cookbook called Cajun Cooking Made Easy? Purchase today to enjoy our full recipes, instructions, links on how-to videos, and much, much more.
Hey y'all, it's been 45 minutes and I'm putting the temperature on our peppers here. Just put it about halfway, and I'm getting about 170 on each one. And then my little tiny one here, it's all done as well. So now for my topping, I've got a can of just plain Hunt's tomato sauce. I like there's another one that has basil, oregano, and something. I really like that one, but this is what we have. So I'm just gonna pour this over all of them. And then I'm gonna top it with some cheese. I'll put some on my baby one too. There we go. Just the right amount. And this is the little 8-ounce can. And I have some mozzarella cheese. We like this Sargento's. And I'm just gonna put a little mound on the top of each one. So these are basically cooked because we're at the right temperature. But I'm gonna put them back in the oven just to melt this cheese. All right. Well, that was 1 cup of cheese. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this back in the oven so we can melt this, and we'll come back and show you that final result. Okay. Well, y'all, we did a wonderful job of cooking our meatloaf stuffed bell peppers in our cast iron skillet here. Great job. We got a little tiny one. So if you love meatloaf and you love stuffed peppers and bell peppers roasted and you love cheese, this is the dish for you. And as you saw, it was really easy for me to do. And basically, I put it in the oven and went and sat down and watched Doc Martin while it was cooking. So we'll plate this up, have our dinner. It's time to eat. So We're reminding you, please consider subscribing, press that bell notification, and be sure to like and comment if you have any questions or you have any other recipe ideas for us. We're happy to hear from you, and we'll see you next time.
It's a wrap.